But first, today protesters gathered outside the California headquarters of Disney in Burbank and called for a boycott of a company that was once beloved by children and parents alike.
Boycott Disney! Boycott Disney! Boycott Disney! Boycott Disney! Boycott Disney! Boycott Disney!
This is the latest episode in what is becoming a damaging saga for Disney. They stand accused of undermining parental rights by pushing for children to be exposed to radical gender theory from kindergarten onwards. Disney have gone completely woke, and by doing so, they're alienating many of their traditional fan base. Now, this all started with the left's war on reality, which is manifesting in increasingly disturbing ways, including a preoccupation with indoctrinating young children. The left's reaction to a parental rights bill in Florida has been nothing short of unhinged. They, together with much of the media, launched into a straw man campaign labelling the legislation the Don't Say Gay bill, despite those words being nowhere in the document. What the bill, which is now passed, will actually do is protect children in kindergarten through to grade 3 from being exposed to issues such as sexual orientation, transgenderism, and gender theory in the classroom. We're talking about kids here aged 4 to 7 who have no business having such concepts unleashed on them by activist teachers, often against the wishes of their parents. The bill is enormously popular, despite the misinformation campaign from activists and the media, but there has been growing pressure from corporates who want to repeal the legislation and punish Florida and its popular Republican Governor Ron DeSantis for backing the bill. Leading the corporate campaign has been Disney, who put out this incredible statement. They said, "Our goal as a company is for this law to be repealed by the legislature or struck down in the courts, and remain committed to supporting the national and state organisations working to achieve that." What sort of corporate entity is that invested in having preschoolers through to grade 3 children receive classroom instruction on sexual orientation or gender identity? It's borderline creepy. Now, Disney's activism comes from far-left ideologues within its senior ranks, as well as some employees that demand the company be a so-called progressive crusader. Here is Kerry Burke, Disney's president of General Entertainment.
I'm here as a mother of 2 queer children, actually, one transgender child, and one pansexual child, and also as a leader.
Ms. Burke, as you heard, has a pansexual child and a trans child, and she's vowed to increase representation of minorities in Disney productions, with half of all characters either LGBTQIA or a racial minority. And since this Disney saga began, video has come to light from within the company showing they are systematically removing gendered language such as boys and girls. Vivian Ware, Disney's diversity and inclusion manager, explains in a 2021 video.
Last summer we removed all of the gendered greetings in relationship to our live spiels. So we no longer say ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. We've provided training for all of our cast members in relationship to that. So now they know it's hello everyone or hello friends. We are in the process of changing over those recorded messages. And so many of you are probably familiar when we brought the fireworks back to the Magic Kingdom. We no longer say ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. We say dreamers of all ages.
So now it's dreamers of all ages, not awful gendered language like ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Presumably all those Disney stories featuring princes and princesses will be quietly cancelled or reimagined as well. We can't have all that hateful heteronormative content corrupting children. Let's not forget, this is the same Disney that is happy to film movies in China's Xinjiang province, where Uyghur Muslims are held in forced labour camps. But Disney thinks it has the moral standing to tell parents what their 4 to 7-year-old children should be exposed to in the interests of advancing transgender rights. During today's protest at their California headquarters, a Disney employee spoke about the groupthink at the company and called for employees cowed into silence to speak up.
I've been with them for quite a long time, and it's gotten very political, and it's gotten very hard to be who you are. It's gotten very hard to be someone who has conservative values. Any Disney cast members that are afraid to be bold, that are afraid to be courageous, stand up. It's okay. You're not alone.
Of course, the protest was relatively small, but the damage to Disney's reputation is quite large. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis has put Disney on notice for its activism, which he has labelled as fundamentally dishonest.
For Disney to come out and put a statement and say that the bill should have never passed and that they are going to actively work to repeal it, I think, one, was fundamentally dishonest, but two, I think that crossed the line. This state is governed by the interests of the people of the state of Florida. It is not based on the demands of California corporate executives. They do not run this state. They do not control this state.
There's a reason why he's tipped to be a future president. DeSantis is fantastic. Now, this whole saga has opened the eyes of many parents who have happily spent their hard-earned on Disney products for many years. Now they're questioning whether they want to support a company that is so unashamedly hostile to their values. As the old saying goes, go woke, go broke.